98 WQC, the first station in HD in the Quad Cities.
It is all about the light today on PSL as we get creative about lighting at your wedding reception and in your own home. Thank you. Up next today is all about the lighting at your wedding reception. An underrated detail steps into the spotlight next in our Bridal Expo previews. When you want to transform any space, whether it's a big reception hall or your own living room, the secret is the light. Justin Miller from Master Entertainment specializes in lighting effects for receptions and other events, and he's here to talk us into good lighting. You never know the lighting's bad till you see it when it's really good.
Yeah, you don't really know what's missing typically, and that's what we do when we walk in. We see what could be. Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things. All
right, I think it's great. It's hard. This is hard to illustrate, though, isn't it? It's hard to show.
Absolutely.
But we're going to try. We have some before and after pictures that you provided for us. Now, that's just a regular old, where is that?
That's out at Jumer's Casino and Hotel in their banquet room.
Which is a beautiful space.
It is absolutely a nice space.
But look how it looks after you do the lighting. What is that effect you did on the wall there with the beach scene?
Yeah, once we come in, it's kind of night and day. This was to fit their theme. It was a coast-to-coast theme. So we used a beach design projected on the wall. There's also a map and outline of the United States you see there, as well as uplighting on the walls, which actually we were able to change the color of throughout the night, which I'll talk about a little more in a minute here.
That is beautiful, yeah. Okay, now that is, I think, the Botanical Center, right?
This is the Botanical Center event tent. It's out back there, and it's a plain white tent.
Yeah,
so.
White, everything white, 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 and then oh, wow. That's all that you did on the ceiling.
We use it as an empty canvas. I mean, we had probably 50 to 60 lighting fixtures hidden within this tent, and they're all computer controlled, so we could change colors until we saw fit. And there were infinite looks, actually, we provided that night.
That's wonderful, yeah. Okay, and then finally, where's that?
This is just a basic white rental tent that one of our clients had at a home wedding out in their yard. So in that tent, we did some uplighting on it. I believe we had 7 different looks for them throughout the night, and there's a couple different colors, as you can see there, and it just changes people's moods as it goes.
Yes, and I bet you just hear people just gasp sometimes, right? When color changes and all that, it's like magic.
If it's done right, if it's done well, it looks good.
Okay.
There's some tips to get that, too.
All right. Well, let's talk about the must-haves. Why lighting is a must-have. Number one, about transforming the atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's best illustrated through what we just saw, but it can definitely change the mood. I mean, most banquet facilities are going to be basic beige. That's the way they have to be to appeal to a large audience, so we can come in and we can really transform that.
And then you can make it a personal style. That's what your next point is.
Absolutely. We can customize to someone's personality via either designs to fit whether they're more modern or more classic, or we can change color too and just match whatever they're looking for.
And light is life, right? So it does add that, there's no other way to say it, but life.
Absolutely. It adds life to the room. It's not that boring beige again, like I said. And then it can change mood too. I mean, you change the setting for light, you change the color, and you change people's moods.
Okay, that's cool. And then, I think mainly people are thinking this is expensive.
It can be, but if you stick to the basics, just like the uplighting like you saw on the walls there, it can be pretty budget friendly. I mean, a basic uplighting wedding package is around $250.
All right. Well, that's, yeah, because you can sometimes kind of design your own. You've got some I guess, professional tips in here. Color wash?
Yeah, the tips, I mean, there's layers to light. You always want to start with a color wash, which is a large area coverage of a simple color. That's the most basic and your starting point.
All right, and then texture.
Texture is the second thing we add in. It can be designs such as monograms, which are becoming popular, or it can be just kind of breakup, so it's not one solid color.
Not flat. Flat lighting is never good, is it?
Right. If we can add 3-dimension, it's great.
And then movement.
Movements are our third piece of the puzzle. Through moving spotlights, you're starting to get up there in budget now, but this is like you see at concerts. If you look up in the air, which is what I do when I go.
I bet, yeah. You're not watching the stage, you're looking at the lights.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you look up and you see some of that, it adds more 3D.
And then finally, effects. That's where you probably get into the most expense.
Absolutely. It's also the most fun, but you can't have the effects without the basics in place. Effects can be anything from fog and lasers and simulated clouds. To just other lighting effects as well.
Well, you have to go see Justin this weekend, tomorrow at the Bridal Expo. You have a really great booth set up. I know you've got some, it's going to be kind of spectacular to see, right?
Absolutely. You won't miss it if you stop by.
All right, good. And your sign says? The sign at the booth says?
It says Master Entertainment, Master DJ. You won't miss it. Okay,
good. Well, Justin, it was great to meet you today and see you. And I think we did a good job of showing, you know, a little bit of what it's about, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me. That was good. So we're on a lighting theme. So when we come back, how about the lighting in your own home right now? Lampscaping for function and for atmosphere. Next on PSL.